Hello guys, it's your go-to skincare girl, Tasha McFarlane, known to you guys as Faces by Tosh. And tonight I am back with another educational live. We are going to be talking about Beyond the Facial, okay? So Beyond the Facial, when you hear that title, what do you think we will be discussing? Talking about Beyond the Facial. My name is Tasha McFarlane. I am a licensed esthetician and instructor located in Columbia, South Carolina. I help other estheticians boss up in and out of their treatment room, master the art of facial treatments, and implement passive means of income by way of drop shipping, right? So if you are interested in starting your own product line, drop ship line, then I can help you with that. And then at the end of the live, I am going to be sharing my new resource that I have just added to my digital library, which is going to be telling you how you can start your own skincare line, right? So for example, I have my own skincare line. I do get asked a lot, hey, where can I get my skincare line started? What company did I go through? So I have a new resource. This is one of my products that I'm going to share with you at the end of this live on how you can start your own skincare line, okay? So really quick, let's jump right into it. If you haven't checked out some of my previous educational lives, then you can catch them right here on my IGTV. Some of those I have started to put over onto my YouTube channel, so make sure you check that out. We have some amazing new things that's coming as well. I know a lot of you have been asking about my skincare routine and what new services I have coming. So if you haven't heard, what I have been recently taking is the liquid collagen that's going to help plump up the skin. As we start to age, our skin loses its elasticity, the plumpness in our skin. We start to get more of the fine lines and wrinkles. And I am going to come on and talk to you guys more about understanding the process of aging and glycation. So some of you might be like, glycation, girl, what is that? So we're going to talk more about glycation and aging and things of that nature and how it's going to be a benefit to you, especially if you are still young, to start implementing liquid collagen ASAP. So if you want to learn more about this, then stay at the end of the live, or you can click the link in the bio, or you can inbox me, but I highly recommend that you start to implement that. So let's talk about Beyond the Facial, right? So we know that 2022 is coming. A lot of us are starting to look into what new treatments we can offer for our new clients or our existing clients, because on the previous live that I talked to you guys about, we talked about offering your clients surprises, right? So if your clients are used to their same standard treatments, then what are some surprises that you can implement that's going to wow your client, as opposed to your clients continuously being bored with coming? So if you had your one client or a couple of clients that's been coming consistently and you realize like, hey, I haven't seen so-and-so in about a month or so. So you need to follow up with that client. But it may be, again, like we talked about on a previous live, it's not necessary that your clients are dissatisfied. It's more so the fact that they are bored. So what surprises or what things can you implement to get them excited about coming back for their treatments, their spa days, or anything like that? So for example, tonight I had a meeting with my team and I said, hey, we need to start thinking about, what are we going to be doing for 2022? How we can come together to help each other collectively, amongst the spa. So I want to come in and talk to you guys about Beyond the Facial. So of course, because I am an esthetician, I mainly do a lot of skincare treatments, right? But Beyond the Facial, what are some things that you can offer to your clients? So winter is here, winter is coming. A lot of your clients have really dry hands because we are constantly washing our hands every single day, right? Are your clients rehydrating their skin? Do you offer a body butter or a body cream or a body hydrator or some kind of product that your clients can use to help with hydration, right? Do you have that emollient product that they can use to lock in to eliminate transepidermal water loss? So thinking about all of those things. So here are 3 treatments that I'm going to be talking about to implement into your spa that you can do beyond you just servicing your client for a facial, okay? So again, I do highly recommend that you go back and catch the previous IG Live TVs, because this kind of series is all going hand in hand and it'll make more sense, right? So let's talk about Dry hands. So something that I mentioned before is that because we are constantly washing our hands every single day, multiple times a day, what you should be offering your clients is a paraffin hand treatment, right? You can also offer hand peels. So if you already are working with a product line that offers body peels, then you can do a hand peel. But what's more popular is paraffin hand treatment. You can choose to have your client hands wrapped in the paraffin bags. Or what I like to do is I like to use a glove and put the paraffin wax in the glove and kind of make sure that I have the liquid in each finger, so that way I can put my client's hand in the glove and it adheres, and then it's much easier for me to remove that paraffin treatment. Okay, so one thing that you can do beyond the facial to service your client and address their body is to implement a paraffin hand treatment. You can also do the same thing on the feet as well. Okay, so paraffin hand treatment. Is there any persons here that offer paraffin hand treatments now? Especially with it being fall, winter, you should be offering the paraffin hand treatment. All right. So speaking of dry hands, I got lipstick on my teeth. Speaking of dry hands, something that you should be talking to your clients about is keratosis pilaris. So we're getting into educating our client. They know that they have dry skin, but why do they have dry skin? It's a lack of moisture. It's a buildup of keratin cells, keratin protein that's making the skin a little bit more bumpy, right? So keratosis pilaris is something that you should be educating your clients on. And most of us have keratosis pilaris like on the back of the elbows, on our legs, especially if you are a shaver, your clients are shavers and they're not exfoliating. They need to start using glycolic acid and lactic acid. Okay, so make sure that you are offering some kind of glycolic or lactic acid treatment for the body. So, which leads me into another treatment that you can do. So we talked about dry hands and implementing paraffin hand treatments. We talked about educating your client on keratosis pilaris, which is more like a bumpy condition of the skin. It feels really rough and dry. So you want to make sure that you are exfoliating that skin, especially on the body, because our skin on the body is much harsher and much thicker, so we can withstand a little bit more chemical exfoliation on the body, right? So make sure that you are implementing some kind of body hydrator that has like glycolic acid in it or lactic acid for your clients to help smooth out the skin in those areas, okay? Something else, if you have a client that says, hey, well, I really don't have bumpy skin, or if you're trying to educate that client and that client isn't receiving the information that you're giving them and they're like, oh, my skin is fine. This is something that you can do so that way they can show you, or you can show them the difference of using products or getting them to understand the concept of, hey, this is what you should do, right? So another thing that a lot of clients still don't understand is the importance of wearing sunscreen, not just when they're going outside or not just when it's summertime, but wearing sunscreen every single day, right? At least an SPF of 30. Reapplying the sunscreen. Hey, The Real K Fancy, we are talking about treatments that you can offer beyond the facial. We also just kind of did a quick recap in reference to my previous live, which was if your clients are leaving you, it may not be necessarily that they're dissatisfied, but more so because they are bored. So you want to start to think about different surprises and offerings that you can offer your clients so they're not bored. So in a previous slide, we talked about different enhancements like paraffin treatments or facial mask or other different quick things that you can do that's going to surprise your clients when they come in for their facial. So that way they're like, hey, okay, I'm coming to get my facial. I already know she's about to do exfoliation. Now she's about to put the mask on. What's something that you can do to wow them? So today, we're talking about beyond the facial. So I know as estheticians, we got the facial on lock. But beyond the facial, are you still offering treatments or educating your client about doing things on the body. So we talked about implementing paraffin hand treatments. We also just spoke about educating your client on keratosis pilaris, which is more like bumpy skin on like your legs or your elbows, the back of your knees, educating them on how to exfoliate with the use of glycolic acid and lactic acid. And those are things that you can implement in the treatment room, but also as retail products to take home that they are using on a daily basis, right? So paraffin hand treatment, another treatment that you can do beyond the facial that's going to have great benefits on the body is body wraps, right? So even myself, that is something that I am going to be executing for 2022 on my service menu, is educating and talking more about body treatments, right? So even me as an instructor, I want to say about 2 weeks ago, I showed my students how to do body wraps for spa treatment. So I know some people might say, hey, well, body wraps can be intense, or it can be overwhelming, or it can take up so much time, or I don't have a shower in my spa. And that is perfectly fine. You can do a modified version of a body wrap. So let's talk about body wraps right now, right? So let's talk about how you can easily implement body wraps into your spa treatment. So traditionally, of course, you can do body wraps by first having your client be undressed and in disposable bra and panties, right? So we're not getting those products on their clothing. Once you have them prepped in that manner, what you can do is you can start by doing dry brushing. So you can use a dry brush, or you can use exfoliating gloves to exfoliate the body, or you can use an actual scrub. So depending on your spa setting, if you have like access to a shower, or if you have certain things such as your sauna chair or your infrared blanket or even the Mylar sheet, will determine what products you use to do your exfoliation. So is it going to be a chemical form of exfoliation? Is it going to be a granule form of exfoliation that you're doing? Or are you going to be doing something like a brush or using your gloves, right? So this is one way that you can implement body treatments, more so the scrub and the body wrap, right? So we're going to exfoliate the body by whichever means is most beneficial to you and easiest for you. After you do that, we're going to wipe the body down. You can choose to do a body mask or whatever that body product is going to be. Even if you have a body product that has that glycolic and lactic acid in it, you can place that product on the client. One or two ways that you can go about doing this. So you can place that mask or that body product on the client, and you can choose to either wrap their body in like saran wrap, or even if you get like the caffeine wrap their body. Or what you can do is you can allow them to just be laying either in your sauna blanket if you have that. Or what you can do if you don't have a sauna blanket, you can get the Mylar sheet, like the foil, and you can wrap your client up in that, and then also wrap the sheet and the blanket around it. It's something that you have to physically see if you're not aware or understand how to do it. But I'm just giving you some quick things that you can do. It doesn't have to be elaborate, but once you wrap them in that blanket, the Mylar sheet, whatever form that you're using, then you have yourself a body wrap. So of course you want to exfoliate them. Then we're going to apply that mask or whatever that treatment product is. We're going to allow them to be wrapped so that way that heat penetrates and helps with detoxification and sloughing off dead skin cells. And then afterwards, you're going to remove them from the wrap. So if you don't have a shower, okay, then what you're going to do is you're just going to simply be using hot towels to remove the product, okay? After you do that, you can choose to put on a hydrator product at the end, and then you send them on their way, right? So there's many different things that you can do, but it's going to be up to you in terms of how elaborate you're going with your body scrub and your treatment and what your facility looks like. If you have a spa that has a shower and they can shower and things of that nature, okay? So paraffin hand treatment. You can also do your body wraps and your scrubs. You can also do body peels, which is really great. And then also too, something that you can do is offer yoni steam. So we're talking beyond the facial, right? And even if you have a facial, something else that you can do if your client's already coming for a facial, a way that you can introduce the body treatments to them is you can say, hey, I have a winter package, which is like a celebrity detox package. It includes a facial and a body detoxification. What does that entail? So what you can do is you can perform the body wrap, right? Because after you have their body wrapped, you're allowing them to sit for at least 20 minutes, right? So after you do that process, you're coming to the face and offering an express facial while they're wrapped and mummified and getting them to be relaxed even more, right? After you finish the facial, you come back, remove the mylar sheet, you wipe them down, you hydrate them, and you send them on the way. So just start to think about things that's going to be beyond the facial. Yes, you're an esthetician, but you also have access to other treatments that you can offer. You can even do like a foot scrub. I know some estheticians are like, hey, I don't be touching nobody's feet, but you're really missing out on really wowing your client. You can still wear gloves when you are doing a foot scrub or a foot massage. Even if you don't do a foot scrub with an actual product, you can get like the little rubber, they're like rubber mask type rubber things that you can use to exfoliate. You can get a brush. So it's totally up to you, but you have to be mindful of what's going to be easiest for you, right? Something that's really quick and easy for you to do. You can also do a hand treatment as well while they're laying down. So I just wanted to come in and talk about other things that you can do beyond the facial. Even beyond the facial, even though we're talking about body treatments, something that's really quick to add on is a brow wax, a brow tint. If you are somebody that does brow lamination, you can do brow lamination. You can do a full face wax. Of course, you can jump into doing your Brazilians, leg waxing, things of that nature. Or if you don't want to do anything at all, meaning having to physically work, then just put them on the Yoni Steam and let them do a Yoni Steam. I also have a sauna chair, so I can just put my clients in the sauna chair and they're getting detox that way too. So there's many different things that you can do, but I want you to start thinking about things that you can do beyond the facial to help your client really have an amazing experience. And then that way you can also start to bundle things for services that you don't offer. So even if it's something that you don't offer, and then something else is a back facial. So if you're not offering back facials, that's something else beyond the facial. Like a lot of people have not been exposed or experienced any kind of spa treatments. So you want to start to implement those things. Okay. So I'm not going to hold y'all too long. I just wanted to come on because I know I have been doing these different educational lives, just giving you some different ideas and different tips on things that you can implement into your spa. Again, go back and catch my previous lives where we were talking about different things such as wowing your guests, building your culture, and things of that nature. Also, right now in my bio, I have a free resource for you guys. If you are an esthetician, massage therapist, whatever the case, there's a free resource in there with some updated resource links where you can purchase your implements and supplies. So if you're looking for new wax providers or 4x4s or things, new websites to purchase some of your spa equipment and supplies, then click the link in the bio. It's the very first link up there. It's a totally free download that you get access to immediately, and go through and just check out the sites and see what works best for you. Okay. Also, I have a new digital product that I just added to my digital resource library, and it is 7 private label companies, professional, that I have personally looked into to start your own skincare line. Okay, so if you say, hey, I really want to start my own skincare line, I don't know where to start, then no worries. You can click the link in my bio. Once you go to resources and more, you'll be able to see the 7 suppliers that you can get your skincare line started with. And I want to say one of the private labels is also a link if you want to get into lipstick and lip glosses and things of that nature. So click the link in the bio. It should say free resources and more. Or even if you go to the free resource at the top and download, that'll take you to my digital resource library. Something else that I have up there is my Mastering the Art of Facial Treatments reference manual, which is a very dope resource to have. It helps you in your treatment room, especially if you're a new esthetician or you just need some refresher in terms of, hey, how do I implement chemical exfoliation into my facials? And then we also have some other goodies up there too. If you are somebody that offers classes and you're looking to create your own workbook and ebook and things of that nature, then I can also help you create that. So I do have an ebook creation too. So if you need help with saying, hey, I don't have my reference manual right here, but if you are somebody that's offering a teeth whitening class and you're like, hey, I need a reference manual for my upcoming classes, then I can customize that for you and you can have your own digital download for your audience. Okay. So we talked about Beyond the Facial. We did a recap on our previous lives. I told you guys about my free resource as well as the new uploaded resource where you can start your own skincare line. It's 7 professional product lines where you can start your skincare line. And then also one last thing, I will be hosting my first class. I'm looking on my calendar. It's going to be January 30th, Faces by Tasha University. So if you are an esthetician, cosmetologist, and you are wanting to advance your skill set, whether it's with facials or waxing or whatever the case may be, I will be hosting my first 2022 class January 30th. You'll get to work one-on-one with me, or in a group setting where I'll showcase my facial protocols, help you understand different modalities, how to implement different modalities into your treatment room, whether it's microcurrent, hydrofacial, whatever the case may be, I can help you with it. And then I'll also help you with your business as well. So click the link in the bio. Make sure you also subscribe to our text list. That is also in the bio because I wanted to make sure that it was very easy for you to access everything. Okay. So I am gone for tonight. I will see y'all tomorrow. If you have any ideas that you want me to speak on to educate you more, or you're saying, hey, I need to learn more about this, then feel free to inbox me and let me know what other topics you would like to see. And then also in 2022, I will be having some special guests come on my live. So I'm really excited about that. But I'm most excited about our Faces by Tasha University classes. If you want to do a one-on-one with me, you can also schedule a one-on-one as well. But the very first class that's open to the public will be January 30th. All right, guys, I will chat with you later. Peace.